Hi, I'm Max. Today I'm going to give you 7 ways to keep the level in the language you've learned, how to keep your level, how to keep your good English, your good German, how to keep your level proficient in all the languages, the many languages you've learned. So watch the whole video and enjoy these 7 methods I recommend. Like and subscribe, and subscribe because I'm going to upload 2 videos a week on Monday and Friday at 2 a.m. London time, 2 a.m. GMT. That's 10 a.m. where I live. And don't miss any of the videos I offer you. Okay, the first way I recommend is to speak every day. I know that this is pretty obvious, but how do you speak every day? You have to find a system. You have to find different functions for different languages. For example, if you have someone you work with, a colleague, you can speak in the target language with that person. If you have a member of your family, you can speak this other language. For example, German in the office and English with your family. Trying to find different situations in which every language is present. If you don't have anybody at work or at home with whom you can speak that language, you can always find a place where that language is spoken. For example, a Mexican restaurant if you want to speak Spanish, or a library where you know that person is there and spend some time there or have lunch there. And you can also on italki.com, I'm going to leave the link under the description, you can find a language partner. Italki features this amazing possibility to enter the community for free and find a language exchange partner with whom you can speak. You can offer your native language in exchange for your target language. And you can do this for many languages. You can also take lessons on Italki or any other platform like Verbling or Amazing Talker and use the lessons to speak with a person. The second way I recommend you is to read. So if there are many languages you've learned and you want to keep your level in those languages, what you can do is have a list of the languages you want to read in and be very stubborn, very systematic, very methodic about the languages you want to read in. For example, have a list with number 1, number 2, number 3, for example, English, French, Spanish, German, and read each book you read has to be in the same order. Be very systematic about this. When you finish your book in English, start a book in French. I recommend always reading in the original version and have at least 1 hour or a time every day where you read. This is very important. If you want to practice reading other languages apart from the book you're reading, you can find another time in the day where you can read an article or a piece of news a little bit. But have always a book you're reading and a time where you have to read in the target language, depending on the list of languages you've prepared. The third way I recommend is to write. You can write letters, emails, but I recommend writing a diary, keeping a diary in the target language. This forces you to concentrate on details. Little by little, you'll find that you get easily bored describing your routine. So what you can do is focus on details, problems, solutions, people, objects, materials that surround you. If you want an illustration of this idea, watch the film Patterson by director Jim Jarmusch. The fourth way, of course, is to learn. Just keep learning the language. Obviously, this is very useful. If you don't want to learn with a teacher, learn with textbooks. Just take advanced textbooks, and just keep learning. Have a look at the textbook, and just keep learning. Yeah, using different sources, texts, textbooks, articles. Just keep learning. The fifth way I recommend is to teach. Of course, you can teach professionally if you have enough knowledge of grammar and if you love teaching, but you don't need to do this professionally. Teaching others teaches you a lot. I learn as much as my students, maybe not the same things, but as much when I teach the languages they're learning. You can help someone, for example, if you're an advanced student or if you speak the language very well, you can find someone that needs help in that language. And that teaches you a lot. For example, you're very good in Italian, you're not a native speaker, but you're good, or you're an advanced student and you can help someone who's starting to learn Italian. That's going to help you a lot and will keep you in touch with the language. Teaching is an amazing way to keep your level, maybe one of the best. The sixth way I recommend, the sixth way is to watch series and films. My wife learned Spanish and speaks amazing Spanish by watching South American series, especially Argentinian series, which is why she has an Argentinian accent. But watching series is amazing. There is a Chrome extension called Learn Languages with Netflix. It's free of charge. If you have Netflix, you can, with that extension, you can add a subtitle. You can add subtitles in the target language, in the same language as the series or film, and also, in parallel, add the subtitles in your native languages. In your native language, so you can browse through the definitions of the words you don't know very quickly, and this is an amazing extension. Learn Languages with Netflix, amazing. The last way I recommend is to listen to podcasts. There are many websites where you can find them. You can listen to podcasts while you're eating, while you're having breakfast, lunch, while you're doing exercise, while you're walking. You can feel in that dead time where you don't know what to do because you're commuting or you're doing exercise. Your ears are free. Listen to podcasts. There are many websites where you can find amazing podcasts about science, literature, culture, or whatever. Okay, that's it for today. Leave a comment. What's your favorite way? How do you practice? How do you keep the languages that you've already learned, the many languages you want to stay proficient in? And if you like my videos, support me on Patreon. If I upload 2 videos a week, and you want you've learned something, you find them interesting, you can also support me on Patreon and become a Patreon of this channel. Thank you very much, and see you soon.